Hi everyone. Where to start? All right. Well, I guess I might take it back a little bit to a time where I can remember maybe 3 years ago, and what I can safely say is looking back at that version of me, this feels like a lifetime ago. But what I can say is that the version of me 3 years ago would definitely not be um, sitting in front of a computer, putting together a video, hoping to empower or awaken um, or bring awareness to others, others that I don't even know, others that I know. And I guess tonight's, what I wanted to vibe about tonight was a really close subject to me. I remember, and to put it into context tonight, I will share a story, because that's probably the best way to get people on the same feels of what I'm trying to vibe about. But I remember a couple of months ago, or maybe just over, having a coaching session with my coach, beautiful lady, and I remember going through the session, not knowing what to expect, but I was, expressing my goals, expressing, what I wanted in life, and obviously the job of the coach is to help to upgrade my thinking and help me grow my mindset to achieve these things. And where I remember the session going was from, explaining what I wanted and, what I thought I wanted, and expressing, how I'd like it to be. And all of a sudden we ended up at this crossroads where the subject of self-love came in. And I didn't quite understand, but long story short, what came of that session was, at 28 years old, I was sitting there on a phone bawling my eyes out, because I realised that I didn't actually know what love was. I mean, we know what it is, we hear about it in music, we're in relationships, we hear about it everywhere. It's in the movies, it's in, the media, we hear about it. But I realised in that moment, in that coaching session, that I didn't actually know what love was. And it really dawned on me that if I didn't know what it was, how can I give it to myself? And if I can't give it to myself, how can I give it to others? So tonight's vibe is all about the goods. It's really, self-love is really the key, is really the antidote to everything. When you break it down, it's, and I'm not talking about a up yourself type of self-love, not a consumed or coming from ego type self-love. I'm talking about having your own back type of love, and building a relationship with yourself, where you can, really build and strengthen your personal power. That's the type of relationship. It's the relationship with yourself and the mirror, where you can look at it and say, I love you. Where you can look at it and say, I am beautiful. Where you can, where you can say the sentence, I am, and keep it flowing with anything that comes to mind. And at first you might not completely be congruent with the words or the descriptions that are coming out of your mouth, but and that's what I want to talk about tonight, is that because at 28 years old, I realised that I didn't have that kind of relationship, and I'm sort of wondering, I'm just a normal human, like everyone else, and I wonder how many other people, are on the same tip, or like are on the same, at the same space where, they want all of these things in life, they want these goals, they want these certain type or certain levels of relationships with others, or maybe with themselves, or they want to achieve anything, and the element that's really key and is missing for a lot of us is self-love, and it's so key. So I wanted to just really bring it back to basics and explain how we can get this ball rolling, how we can choose and decide to bring self-love into our lives, how we can start right now to build this relationship and harness our personal powers, so that when no matter what comes our way, no matter what situation, we know we will be able to handle it because we've got our backs, because we're all we ever need. So where to start? Well, affirmations are a good place. Affirmations are a great place. Those simple 2 words put together, I am, and then completing the sentence. So you might start out and you might not be completely congruent with what you're saying, meaning you might not believe, or it doesn't seem true what you're saying. So you can start somewhere where it feels comfortable to start. For example, if someone was really dealing with their personal image or with their self-image, and to look in the mirror and say, I am sexy as shit, might not be somewhere where they feel congruent in starting, but it might just be that you can find something and say, I am beautiful, or that's sort of the same thing, but I really like my hair today. So you can start out small and then eventually bump it up a level to where you can say, I am sexy as shit. But on the other hand, what is really helpful, and a technique that I have learned, is that you can the art of language is amazing. The art of language is something that I have learned to be, to really choose our words and our language wisely. And one way that you can language this is, I love who I am becoming, so that that it's coming. It might not be here right now because it doesn't feel congruent, but it's coming. But definitely the I am statements are something that can really kickstart you off into that space of self-love. What else? It really just comes down to listening to your, letting in your voice. We have, and this is a conversation that I could go on for 48 hours on, but I don't have 48 hours, and this is all about, it's coming from choosing our voice over the noise. And as I said, I could go forever, but long story short, your noise is sort of like the negative noise in your head, the things that sort of try and hold you back, or make you feel like you can't do something or you're not something. So it's quite negative. Your voice is the voice that's positive. It's supportive. It encourages you, and they're both very present. They're not going anywhere. Either of them aren't going anywhere. You can't get rid of the noise. So let me just put that out there. But you can definitely learn to turn up the volume on your voice, and this is all a part of the self-love journey, which is that you make a conscious decision to choose to listen to your voice rather than the noise. And that's all about, when you're going to make a decision, or you're thinking about something and you're at sort of like at a crossroads at what to do, or if you can do it, etc. It's about, self-love is about listening to that voice that says, yeah, give it a go. Yeah, you can do it. So really, just to begin, and I will do more videos on it more in depth a little bit later, but just to begin, if you have any goals in mind, if you're wanting to achieve anything at all, if you're wanting to, improve your relationships, if you're wanting to improve your relationship with yourself and you just didn't know where to start, get those affirmations into you every morning. Listen to the voice and listen to what it says, and you can acknowledge your noise and just be like, yeah, sure, can hear you, but you choose to vibe with the voice instead. So self-love, one more time, key, very, very, very important. It's important for everybody. Everyone needs it. Everyone should have a healthy relationship with themselves. But that's all from me tonight, over and out. Got to get some sleep, but I'll chat to you guys tomorrow. Okay, bye.